arms they gave me were 2 sizes too small. Pinched my toes till I couldn't walk tall. Leather creaked like it carried the weight of my sins. Wrong size for my feet, wrong life to begin. Boots never fit right, and neither did I. Walking through this world with a squint in my eye. Every step's a blister, every mile's a fight. Lord, these boots never fit right. The sheriff's badge, it gleamed like a light. They pinned it on me, but I never asked why. Chasing shadows and ghosts, a stranger's life to fill. These boots and this badge, they ain't my will. Boots never fit right, and neither did I. Walking through this world with a squint in my eye. Every step's a blister, every mile's a fight. Lord, these boots never fit right. I dream of bare feet on a riverbank's edge, where the water runs cool and cuts through the dredge. But the boots hold me tight, a chain I can't see. Wrong size for my soul, wrong man meant to be. So I sit by the fire, boots cracked and worn. A life that don't fit, a heart weathered and torn. But the flames whisper low as the embers take flight. Son, maybe it ain't the boots, but your fight.
Okay, just going with the one song today as I've been trying to get everything up and running. It looks like I'm just about good. I am, however, going through and redoing a little bit from last time because I know it's possible to actually save the hell do you call those people? Little robot dudes, servitors. At least I think that's what they're called. And so I'm going to actually do that because I don't want to have to blow them up. So went through and gave homeboy here supposed to have small arms, leadership, hard ass, and toaster repair. I gave him explosives and first aid just to make sure to try and make sure I can get everything. And with her, lockpicking is actually not supposed to be on her list. She's supposed to have weird science, but then mechanics, nerd stuff, automatic weapons are all good. I will be respecking them as soon as I get the actual opportunity to do so. But as it stands right now, I just need to get back to Colorado.
Was that Major Prasad? They got her? God damn it. Fuck this place. Fuck it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to Colorado either.
Welcome, Rangers. You may approach the Patriot.
And I'm going to try and keep these conversations as close to it as I originally had them as possible.
3 when there were 50. Cold logic says I should turn you away. That there aren't enough of you left to do the job at hand. But that Dorsey ambush was my fault. And I owe you more than explanations and apologies. So, here's something more tangible. The Dorseys didn't just attack you. They attacked my city. This one was trying to burn down our jail. If you want some vengeance for what was done to you, he's yours.
You know, it's really tempting, but we're supposed to believe in justice, not vengeance. So you should give him a trial.
How civilized. Around here, we save trials for those whose guilt is in doubt. But if that's what you want, I'll introduce him to Judge Watkins. He always follows the law. I'd like to bring all the Dorseys to justice. And maybe, with your help, I will. But for now, let me address your immediate needs. In addition to this base, and the aid I promised your general, I'll be giving you the resources to return your force to full strength. Recruiting, training, and equipping. It's not enough. I know. The men and women you lost can never be replaced, but it's what I can give you. I hope you'll accept it.
Interesting. Do you have nerve damage? Your hands are shaking.
My hands don't shake. There's nothing wrong with me. And if you say there is, you'll be going back to Arizona empty-handed. Understood? Now quit asking about things that aren't your concern, and answer the question. Will you accept my offer?
Well, it's better than nothing, as long as our deal's still in place.
The deal's still in place. You help me, I help Arizona. And the flame of civilization spreads its warm glow a little further into the night. That's what we all want, right? Now, introductions. My name is Saul Buchanan. I own Colorado, though you'll meet some who disagree. This base is your new home. From here, you'll aid my people and, more importantly, do the job I brought you here to do. Now... Yes, Joe?
Pardon, Patriarch. It's Daisy. An update on the Garden of the Gods?
All right. Sorry, Rangers. Still putting out fires. 2 of my best are waiting for you inside. Darius Kwan of the Marshals and my old friend Sergei Greatsky. Go see him. I'll be in when I'm done here.
Always something, right?
Damn it.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
Okay, and...
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
What were the Dorseys even after?
The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
Easy enough. We'll be right back.
Thanks. I can hardly hear myself think.
Alarm, 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 fire alarm. A warning to you in the Uber. Visit a secure government facility. You commit trespassing against deforestation or you will be penalized.
This base has been out of service for decades. Have you been on guard this entire time?
Negative. Servitors began active a week ago after a prolonged shutdown period. With power restored, we are prepared to destroy foul intruders such as yourself.
Your security system is showing signs of neglect. We're from IT. We're here to fix you.
Worry, prone upgrades have not been updated in 150 years. Yet we believe the fewest vile intruders have made switch up repairs in intervening time.
Oh, slipshod of repairs.
Servitors await repairs at your speedy exit from secure government facility.
There we go. So now we can actually not have to blow them up. This terminal is dusty and old, but when you press the power button, it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirs for the first time in years. As it boots up, security alert flashes across the display. For every attempt to access a menu is met with command access only. Wow, apparently I'm really good at this whole reading thing today. Eventually, you query the machine for command's identity. It replies, command empty. Designate new command. Install self as command. A camera flashes above the monitor, and terrible photos of your faces slowly appear on the screen, line by line. Command recognized. Security alert cancelled.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here. As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons. Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the 3rd blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished him. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
Are you asking us to become assassins?
What? You think I want to kill my kids? You think I'm even afraid of them? I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly clear.
Good. Then let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know?
I'll just go through these real quick as they were also in the last video.
What do you want to know? Everybody, that's why it's you who's... Anyway, now it's almost... Don't get your hopes up. No oil, no. Wouldn't worry about... She's already... You'd better. Anything else? Uh-huh. Possibly. Obviously, they were not. Good. What else do you need? Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do.
Sounds like a piece of cake.
Cocky, huh? Well, cocky's good. As long as you can back it up. All right, let's move out.
Okay, now to see. I actually need to get everything set up proper here first. Terminals and displaying information about the base's systems all seems normal. Examine security systems. All is normal at the moment. Option displaying old security alert shows a number so long it drifts off the right edge of the screen. Core processor is jammed with thousands of queued requests dating back a century. It's a wonder the servitors can make any decisions at all. Now let's see what happens if we wipe the requests. You take a little time to test your code before running it, then watch as the stale requests disappear. Processing returns to standard capacity. With the accumulated clutter cleared, the system shows only a few thousand unread messages. Navigating should be somewhat easier. I am not going to spend forever reading old security logs. So, maybe later, or if I can figure it out, I'll put up a video that shows all those.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruiting, that kind of thing. Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits, just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
But before we get to all that, we've got a few questions.
Of course. Ask away.
You two volunteered for this?
Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the Marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. Just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
You both seem awful eager to help a group of unknown outsiders. Why are you really here?
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the Marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch asked me to keep an eye on you, so here I am.
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
Yay, we get here with, 2 soldiers and a cat, and we're immediately hit with the, these people can't be fucking trusted. You're spies.
Let's say liaisons. The Patriarch wants you to succeed, and he knows it's not going to be easy. You're strangers in a strange land.
You don't know the politics. You don't know the personalities. Who hates who? Where the bodies are buried.
sometimes literally. Hey!
That's where we come in. We're here to make sure you don't make too many rookie mistakes, step on the wrong toes. And yeah, we're supposed to report back to the Patriarch about how you're doing. But you didn't really expect to be left completely to your own devices, did you?
So what was the deal with the alarms and the robots?
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything.
So what was the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI in our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
Internally, I know I'm going to regret this, but externally, can you and Quan tell us more about yourselves?
Well...
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergei?
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Quan.
You're too kind, Sergei.
And how long has this place been abandoned?
Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Could be what set off the alarms.
So what's the deal with this deluge? We've been hearing that word a lot since we got here.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
Well, that's it for now.
Okay, what's next?
Who have you got lined up?
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.
There we go. I'm just going to mute my mic real quick while I try and get through this as quickly as humanly possible.
Come and get... They've spotted us!
New targets incoming. Damn! Shit just got real. Let's do this shit. If you want to brawl, knock yourselves out.
Here they come.
Let's do this shit.
Okay, that handles that for the most part. Now I just need to be able to get in and respec November and comp so that everybody can be set up the way I need them to be.
Listen, I can get you all the fighting troops you need. But if you meet any talented people in your travels, don't hesitate to sign them up. Now that we've got that sorted, let's talk about the next steps. Now, you're the boss here, so I'm not going to tell you what to do, but getting this place up and running wouldn't be a bad place to start. That means surveying the base and finding specialists to staff it.
Well, surveying the base sounds good. Might as well make sure that the place is actually secure.
Perfect. That'll give you a chance to see if any of the junk around here is worth keeping, before I toss it all out. After that, you might want to give Sheriff Daisy a hand. If you impress her, maybe she'll hook you up with some specialists for the base. Anyway, your call. Colorado Springs is straight out the main gate. If you want to go to Denver or Aspen, just hop back in your car and go out the way you came in.
Well, thanks for the info.
One sec.
crap. What?
Forgive me for saying so, but I'm guessing you folks are gonna need as much help in the field as you will here in HQ. So, what if I joined your squad? At least until you find your feet.
Group huddle? We're gonna get rid of him the first fucking chance we get, but we can hold on to him for now.
Well, I know this city like the back of my hand. And this city knows me. My time in the Marshals means I've got connections and trusted informants everywhere. Plus, I'm a sure shot and a decent scrapper. And, though it hurts my civic pride to say it, there are places around here where those things might come in handy. Great. I'm at your disposal. Lead the way.
Ugh. Gross. This fucking asshole. Right, I still need to respec these guys, so I don't really need to worry about their attributes too terribly much, but might as well get some shit going while I can. Here's where things are going to start to get a little funky, because I don't... Shit, I did give them the same hairstyle. I'll have to fix that too later. 3147. Okay, yeah, that's substantially better. Okay, so I got a bunch of shit, a lot of which can just be fucking sold. Oh, also, I guess it's really hard to find. Wait, what did I do? Oh shit, I totally didn't even fucking pick up the Ranger badge. Wow, I am an absolute failure. I cannot believe I fucking missed that. Oh well. Moving right along, I guess.
Pretty grand. Maybe you can make it your trophy hall or museum or something. Or a handball court.
Well, there's monsters in here. Can I actually... No, I cannot add my own markers to the map. That is a little unfortunate. There's only two, but again, that's what I can see. is way over there. So how's about try and set up a fatal funnel, try and force them into our line of fire. Oh, whoops. Just needs to get the fuck out the way. This is the actual people.
I planned. You didn't.
Hey, buddy, your life's a joke.
Oops. Keep forgetting that this game is not set up the same way Wasteland 2 is, whereas Wasteland 2 was much more CRPG. This one operates a bit more like a video game. A fallen billboard. Who put it here? The power button on the machine resists your press, seemingly rusted in place. It makes a sandy crunch as it finally gives way. The screen comes to life with a sad beep. RAID failure. Corruption detected across multiple sectors. Initiating automated repair operations. Recovery complete. View recovered logs? We'll deal with that later. Again, that's just going to be a lot of reading and not really a lot else.
Well, this must have been the mess hall. Better get this up and running pronto. Keeping your people well fed is probably the easiest way to keep them loyal.
See, I was not anticipating a level 3 toaster repair, or I could have bumped that, but I should be able to handle that no problem as soon as I can get my character's respect. The food on these tables is cold and partially eaten, but not rotten. It's clear someone recently fled mid-meal. Actually, you know what? I am going to take a second to check to see where it is in here that you can respec your characters, because I know it's possible. I have played this before. No, that's not it. There we go. Gotta love the beauty of the internet. First retrain cost 200, then 350. I'm not sure if that's per character or just in general, but I know I need at least my main 2 retrained. Especially before I start finding skill books. You, madam. Yeah, you're supposed to be medic. You, as the ninja, should have the smoke grenade. And you are my tech person, so yeah, it makes sense for you to have that one. Alrighty. Oh Jesus, I just noticed those pants because it doesn't let you really see them in the character creation. He's basically wearing galoshes. She's wearing what looks like tennis shoes and then like flare leg pants. Oh, those are chaps, aren't they? Yeah. chaps that have flare legs to them. Those actually look like snow boots. Again, just looking at the footwear these characters are all wearing. And then she looks like she's supposed to be decked out in armor, which it kinda does. And then Quan can honestly go fuck himself. I do not like Quan. Heavy gunner or locksmith. Yeah, those two still pop up as trooper, probably because of the funky fucking stat spread I have on them. No. As if I have a sixth sense, I can see that there's somebody on the other side of that wall.
Oh, hey, howdy.
Waving at you through the bars of a cell is a pale, rail-thin man with matted hair and fraying, faded clothes. He gives you a lazy, glassy-eyed
Hey,
grin.
dudes. Hi. Well, what's up? Haven't seen you before. Have I?
We're the new landlords. We're in charge here now.
Oh, wow. Wowie. New, landlords. That's cool, man. Cool. I hope taking over's, going good for you. What brought you out here?
You know, generally I'm trying to be a good person, but this is one thing that I've always wanted to do and never gotten the opportunity to do. This guy sounds like he's been on entirely too many drugs for entirely too long, so I'm just gonna blow his brains all over the cell. That's top secret.
Oh, sure. Top secret. So you're part of some important organization, huh? You look like you're, real important, you know? I can see it in your pretty eyes. Do you have, more people in your group?
No more questions. How about some answers?
Oh, yeah, man, of course. I don't mind. Ask me whatever.
You know what? Fuck you. There. Problem solved. The body of a young man lies twisted on the floor. He wears shabby clothes and he's been dead long enough for the body to go cold, but not long enough to rot. Breaker, what are we looking at? The body's contorted limbs in proximity to an ancient computer seem to suggest a painful death by electrocution. Discoloration in the face suggests heart failure, which might be electricity, but there's a lack of burns, which makes that inconclusive. Some dried foamy spittle, barely detectable at the edges of the mouth, make poison a much more likely culprit. Okay, well, I mean, dead people ain't gonna need nothing else. This man was carrying nothing but the clothes he wore on his body, and those are tattered and grimy. His shoes have holes in their soles. In one of his pockets, you find a half-eaten, sweet-smelling mushroom. The terminal displays information about the base's systems. Everything appears normal for the moment. Might as well check the activity logs. You comb through the logs, culling ancient messages and routine system notifications until you have a list of recent activations. OS, wake initiated. Wake complete. Credentials rejected. Credentials accepted. Login, admin. Password, admin. OS, loading default admin operations. Backup generators initialized. Automated security lockdown initiated. Login required. Credentials rejected. Credentials rejected. OS. Station locking out user due to multiple failed login attempts. The terminal displays information about the base's systems. Again, well, nothing else I can do there, so... do I really want to grab that, or do I want to just hold off on unlocking these until I can actually get up to level 5? Because there's not really much else I'm going to be doing in here, but there's... Oh. Well, there's something over there, so maybe I will take the key. a crusty nose ring. Mushroom and mushroom. I mean, at least these will fetch me some money. Can't really argue with money. Okay, so we're at the south end of the building, and this looks like it's the only room that still needs to be observed.
Please, don't shoot!
The woman is gaunt, her clothes ragged. She is surrounded by a group of bedraggled vagrants who watch you with fear and mistrust.
Who are you? You're not dressed like the marshals.
Uno momento. Some days you just have to make sure that your primary source of liquid into your bloodstream is Mountain Dew. You're not supposed to be here.
We live here. Been sheltering here for months. We've got nowhere to go, so we're asking, begging you to let us stay.
Bad idea. I've been in their shoes, but this is a military base. If we have squatters everywhere, it'll be hard to keep discipline. Your recruits won't like it either.
The Patriarch's people don't care about people like us, but you're not beholden to them.
She shoots a fearful look at Quan, but he doesn't seem to notice. So where are you from?
We all farmed in the border country between Colorado and the plains. Thought we were safe out there, under the Patriarch's protection. Back then, the gangs feared the Patriarch. Not anymore. They burned our greenhouses and killed everyone who tried to fight them. No place left to run but here, for any of us.
And did you set off the security system?
Not intentionally. The Patriarch's people drove up to the base a few days ago, so we hid in here for a while. Then when Andy went to check if they left, all the doors slammed shut and the alarms started whooping. Don't know what happened. Been living in these ruins for weeks and we never set anything off before.
Can't you go live in the city?
We're not welcome there. They already have too many mouths to feed, and more are always coming.
3, 4, 5, 6, I think 7, maybe 8 people. Alright, you can stay. It's not that many extra bodies.
Your call. Won't make the volunteers happy, but the Patriarch put you in charge, not them.
You said yes. I was sure you wouldn't.
The refugees' haggard faces break into smiles. A few of them hug each other.
We won't be any trouble, I promise, and we'll help out wherever we can. Thank you for giving us a chance. Oh, and one of our people is missing, Andy. If you find him hiding out somewhere, you send him back to us? Hear that, everyone? We gotta make ourselves useful around here.
Yes, the wardrobe. So, first off, his hair needs to be darker. Blacker than the blackest black times infinity. God, I really wish that some of these fucking things looked better. But at least now we can see the whole of what our characters are gonna look like. does seem to be a bit ridiculously sensitive. Oh. It literally, you literally have to do each character one at a time to change stuff around. Damn it. Because I want that one with Cutie, and then that one with Breaker. So if we do that one, that should look not terrible. Oh, there we go. Not precisely what I'd want out of it, but I mean, it's not horrible. Also, oh, have everybody default to black. Oh, that's vibrant. Okay, so darker on that one. Because it can't actually change her pants color, it just changes her chaps, her accessories, and her jacket. Leak. Okay. So. Oh. Ended up making her hair red when it was supposed to be more of a brown. Try that one. Oh god, that looks almost like an orangey blonde. Nope. So, okay, if that's supposed to be black, then let's go over one. There, that should give her brown hair without being. She's got. Probably him. Aw, companion appearances cannot be customized. I just wanted to put Quan in Pank. Because he's a manly man. Cassette tape, we'll listen to that in a second. Some money, that's always good. And a moldy sock. That's gross.
October 12th, 1998. 7 months since the bombs fell. Had an incident at the West Gate. Some civilians dug under the fence and tried to make a run for the commissary. Sergeant Peters told us to open fire. Standing orders. Looters to be shot on sight. They didn't look like much to me from 80 meters. And when we got close enough to inspect the bodies, I saw why. They looked like scarecrows. Just skin and bone. The oldest was maybe 15. Every time I close my eyes, I see that kid's face. God forgive me. I can't do this anymore.
Well, that's promising.
Rangers, good to see you. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
Ah, retrain. I do not have the money for retraining. That is actually really bad.
There you go. Anything else?
Nope.
I'll be here.
try to actually make sure that I'm doing all the things that I need to do, you know, being alive and all that.
A garage. We get this cleaned out, you can put your truck in here.
Lunchbox, control ship, scrap, titanium plating, huh? Oh god, that thing's still moving. The corpse of a young woman lies at your feet, her body contorted at an unnatural angle. Judging by the smell, she's been here a while. The body's unnatural position suggests some kind of seizure, and there are signs of discoloration on her face indicative of heart failure. A heavy metal spanner's wrench is gripped tightly in her right hand. The metal is discolored and scorch marks blacken her fingertips. It looks to you like a textbook case of electrocution. Wait. The woman is wearing a patchwork jumpsuit and a leather tool belt. Her pockets are crammed with fuses, bundles of wire, and bits of circuit boards. It looks like this Wastelander made her living by scavenging and repairing electronics. She would have felt right at home in an old garage like this. Poor thing. Okay. But ignoring the robot for now, because... Oh. Another chance of taking locks. Destroy her kid. Damn it. Came in through that door, so going out that door literally just means that we've got the two doors on the other side of the hallway to handle. And let's see, who does what again? Yeah, Comp is our fancy pants electro girl, so we'll let you deal with the robot. Set up a slight bit of a crossfire, preferably in such a way that nobody's, you know, getting themselves, or I guess shooting their friends more like. So we can put him here, then we can put Quan right about here, just in case somebody does need to get shot, it can be Quan. This enormous spider-like robot is in bad shape. It twitches in a puddle of its own fluids, its casing dented and riddled with bullet holes. As it should be. Judging by the scrape marks on the floor, it looks like someone dragged it into the garage from somewhere else. Oh! I need 3 in mechanics, damn it. You recognize it as a Slicer Dicer, a pre-apocalypse military robot. It appears to have been badly damaged in a firefight and is missing some of its weapons. Upon closer inspection, you note that some of the bullet holes have been patched and several of the legs show signs of recent welding. The Slicer Dicer's main access panel is open, revealing its wiring and power plant. It's clear that someone's been trying to repair the robot. But, seeing as we don't possess the skill to do that, I'm just gonna have to... Whoops.
Look at all this machinery. If we can get it all running, this will be a good spot for your armory.
Oof, explosives 4. Just yet. This terminal is displaying information about the base's systems. All seems normal right now. Recent activity logs. Only log you can find in this terminal relates to a massive data wipe from several decades ago. This terminal is displaying information... yeah, so... You know what? Wait. Yeah. Can I get in and touch that from the side? Nope! I don't know why he didn't have the fucking forethought to be like, oh hey, I can reach over the wire and grab this from the side. But they'll stop burning eventually. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna quick load that because that was kind of dumb. Normally I'm not big on save scumming, but video game logic and human brain logic don't always coincide, and if I had known that was going to be the result I was going to get, I wouldn't have done it in the first place. You know? Oh. However, thanks to that, I noticed this locker that I didn't have looked to see before.
Tired of gridlock? Sick of dodging reckless drivers? Fed up with paying a fortune to shady mechanics that never actually fix your car? Consolidated Atomics has the answer. Introducing Hermes, the revolutionary vehicle AI that's an expert driver, navigator, and auto mechanic all in one. Hermes remembers your daily commute, gathering up-to-the-minute traffic.
Oops.
Visit your local dealership for information on a Hermes upgrade kit today. Consolidated Atomics, 21st century solutions for the problems of today.
Somebody's been using this medbay for a morgue. Gonna take an ocean bleach to get it ready for customers.
Oh, well, these dead people ain't using shit, so... This desiccated husk of a man is little more than a skeleton covered in papery skin. Looks like a simple case of starvation and dehydration, but the corpse's ankles and wrists show some scarring as if he were chained up for a while. This female corpse is bloated and putrefied. One of her arms is entirely missing. Black ichor oozes from her swollen torso. Looks like a missing arm had nothing to do with the woman's demise. It had been expertly removed and stitched up long before she died. Instead, she seems to have died of an infection or illness. You notice the same scarring on her ankles and wrists as the other corpses, most likely from manacles. The torn skin suggests they were frequently moved. Okay, so I don't have foreign first aid yet. This leathery corpse is missing several of his digits and facial features. Looks like exposure to extreme cold took this person's missing extremities. Scarring indicates this may have happened multiple times over several years, but it wasn't the cold that killed him. Open wounds across his back indicate he was whipped to death. You also notice the same scarring on his ankles and wrists as the other corpses, most likely from manacles. So... Slaver's note. Check that before we call it for the day. There's a pile of corpses in the corner. People died in a variety of ways, most of them violent. Bullet holes in one, crushed skull on another, cut throat on a third. They all have the same scarring on their ankles and wrists as the other corpses. Looks like these people were trafficked by slavers. If there's one thing I absolutely love, it's slavery. You know. Disregarding the absolute sarcasm of that. For anybody who's really that stupid, no, I am not pro-slavery. And that covers everything we can observe so far as far as the base interior goes. So what if we get in this door? I'm a little upset that I can't blow up the slicer dicer. I mean, I probably could, but I wanted to be able to do the skill check first. What else can we find out here?
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Kodiak. Ah, yes, this hole with a cigarette butt in it. There's a rabbit somewhere off in the darkness. Almost even the darkest darkness, some could say. Okay, nothing in this little space. Cutie, since you're our rogue, I will let you take point up this way. Money. I should really see how much money I'm actually sitting on. Especially because I might need to respec my team before too terribly long. 87. Yikes. Okay, that's the way out, which is not helping me.
Systems active. Greetings, Rangers.
Yeah, I think we got you the first time, Kodiak. Oh man, nobody in my team has Animal Whisperer, which means that I can't do anything with the dog except watch him be a rough. Whoops. Since you're supposed to be my heavy... Wow, requires 5 strength. And... because it's more important for people using ranged weapons to have awareness than strength, she can't use the armor. However, my rogue, because she's the one using melee weapons, can use the heavy armor. Because she has an insanely high strength to supplement her melee weapon. Armor 3. Armor 1, bonus combat speed. Yeah, that looks roguish. Okay, I forgot how much I really don't like the early game armors in this. Just because of how not good they look. Oh, that's all the armor equipped. I can't believe that I forgot to grab that ranger badge. But oh well, whatever. Shit happens and you can't win them all, I guess. It's literally not even... You know what? We have unlimited inventory. But we can make something out of the animal waste. Hey! That is probably going to end up being game-breaking before too terribly long. I might end up giving everybody in the group Animal Whisperer at some point, because look at these puppies! How can you not be excited about a dog? Crafting engine. Okay. Yes. The true main quest of Wasteland 3. The cyborg chickens. Metal-plated electronics have been implanted in this chicken's body. It looks up at you with a sense of loneliness in its eyes. You don't see any other chickens around. Well, buddy, we will do our damnedest. You can store animals. So that's neat.
I need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That all right with you?
How are your injuries, Jody?
I'm still healing up. Go out and find your footing while I get back on my feet.
Carry on.
Later.
Okay, so that's everything. I need to be able to sell things so that I can get those respecs in. An old weather-worn pedestal. The description is fading and illegible. No, it's not. It says General William Jackson Palmer's. Yes, Kodiak. Calm down. I'm well aware, homie. Calm down. It's okay. Yeah, I checked everything, so... this seems like about a good place to call it. Just need to remember all of my respecs and everything, and we will handle everything else another time. Apologies for the sudden audio cutout. I am trying to make sure that everything else is handled, and oh, I should probably actually do the smart thing and, you know, at least pause my game before I cut the audio. I believe that is everything. So, next time, with part 3, we can pick up with actually exploring Colorado Springs. Hooray! Because a totalitarian dictator is always the person you want to work for when they're like, hey, we'll give you food. But hey, you know what? Stupid people do stupid things.